first time I was in a Montessori classroom, I noticed a lot of strange toys that I did not recognize, and they were really placed neatly on shelves. There was a lot of different things I had never seen in a daycare classroom, and also I noticed that the teacher was a little stubborn in guiding the children to put their work back on the shelvings. And when I understood better what was going on behind the scene in the classroom and why things were a certain way and why there was specific materials, I got really impressed about the genius of Montessori. And today, that's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to bring you behind the scene so you understand better why the classroom look a certain way. I think it's very important for parents to understand that. So we're gonna dive a little deeper in the sensitive periods of the child. I'm gonna give a little description, and then I'm gonna share with you what it looks like in the classroom. And lastly, I'm gonna give you tips on how to support the sensitive periods at home. We saw in another video that Montessori education is often referred to as an aid to life. So we see the child as a beautiful little seed that holds all the potential, and when we provide that little seed with the proper care and the proper environment, it can grow and flourish to its full potential. So Maria Montessori is following nature, following the natural, organic way of unfoldment and development. And we saw in a previous video that one of the laws of nature was the human tendencies. I will link it down below. And today we're going to see another law of nature, which is the sensitive periods. We love the sensitive periods. The concept of critical periods have been studied by Jacques Loeb with insects. He realized that the caterpillar has a specific sensitivity to light, so it has to crawl to the end of the branch to get to the youngest leaves, which are the only leaves that the young caterpillar can eat. And then Maria Montessori thought, I wonder if the same concept of critical period can be applied to humans. So as you know, she studied the children and observed them a lot and realized that they are moved towards maturity. The sensitive periods are specific windows of time where a set of experiences will have a huge impact on the child. And these are from 0 to 6 years old. So you will notice maybe the children can have specific urges to do something. And this is the way of nature to help the child do specific things that will help them to grow their skills, to learn what they need to learn to grow as an individual and to self-construct. So as we know, the brain is dependent on experiences to develop. So the sensitive periods help the child to have impulses to do specific things for them to develop optimally. And this is a way for nature to propel evolution. So there are 4 sensitive periods that are starting right at birth. They are order, sensitive period for movement, sensitive period for language, and sensitive period for development and refinement of sensory perceptions. So this is kind of a big word, but I know you can see all of that. It's not really surprising. So let's say for order, maybe you'll notice that your child can want things to be in a certain way, and perhaps they feel distress or reacts when something is out of place. For movement, well, this one is not hard to see. A lot of children, they are just on the move all the time. And this is a way for nature to help the body to learn coordination, to learn flexibility and a balance. And language, sensitive period for language is so beautiful to see the baby when they are born. They are attracted and they turn their heads to the mother voice. We will see also that the children can be super interested in understanding why things are the way they are. They can be very interested in talking, and also looking at books, looking at images. And if you pay attention, you may notice also that sometimes when we speak to the children, they will look to our mouth. So it's a way for nature to learn how to use all the facial muscles. Tactile, the refinement of sensory perception, you can also see in your day to day how the children want to touch everything. And they also put things in their mouth in the early stages to really understand their environment through sensory perception. How do we support the sensitive periods in the classroom? First, with movement, the children are allowed to move as they wish. So we never really have a full classroom gathering. We invite the children that would like to join us to sit for a song, but at any time the child it's okay if they want to stand up and move around. The sensitive period for language, well, we even have a rug for conversation in our classroom. So there's a lot of invitation to share and hear each other, and the children are invited to chat with each other and chat with their teachers. A sensitive period for sensory refinement. So we have a whole section of the classroom that is called the sensorial area. And we have material that help the children to refine their visual sense. For example, the cylinder blocks where the children learn about the different dimensions. We also have a great activity there that is called the fabric box, and we have two sets of the different kind of fabrics, and the children are invited to close their eyes and feel the different texture and try to match different material. We also have the bells, which is an amazing set of bells with different pitches, and the children do several activities with this that help them to refine their auditory sense.